So if you die, you're gay.
One friendly operator remaining.
Okay, that's my fault. Actually, no. No, you know what? No, fuck it. No, that's Ubisoft's fault. There's no fucking way. My friends are constantly playing Rainbow Six Siege. My friends, my buddies, my pals, they love this game. They love Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I know what you might be wondering. Are they good at the game? And the answer is no. They're not good at the game at all.
And now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
Every single night after a long, stressful day of editing, I just want to sit down and relax. I grab my blanket, I grab my snacks, turn on my TV, I dim my lights, and just as I'm about to sit my ass down,
yo, get on Rainbow. Right fucking meow.
Every single night. So eventually, I gave in. I downloaded the game, I've owned this game for approximately 27 minutes, and I already have enough material to take to my therapist. Rainbow Six Siege advertises itself as a realistic tactical shooter, which is interesting because by tactical shooter, I mean a game where a man named Smoke can survive 6 gunshot wounds, where a furry and a very special kind of actor, or Ned Flanders depending on how you look at it, are hiding behind a washing machine from goddamn Chun-Li. Who in their right mind hides from Chun-Li? They've got a renowned scientist in a Juicy Couture suit, and every player has the reactions of a praying mantis tweaking on speed. People always tell me, Ninahual, it's all about strategy. And to that I would say Horton here's a ass liar because that is so not true. No, it's not. Rainbow Six Siege is about literally spending minutes, 3 minutes, setting up a defense only to get shot through a wall by a guy named your mom 69420 who hasn't seen sunlight since the Obama administration. Getting into Rainbow Six Siege is impossible. It's like fighting Mike Tyson without hands. You don't learn operators, you don't learn the maps, you literally just get evaporated alive. My first match looked like a police body cam video. I spawned, I heard footsteps, I aimed, I died. I watched the kill cam and the guy was literally across the wooden wall and he just guessed. He just shot. This clip is 400% zoomed in. What the f was this? How was I supposed to see that? Then the game tells you, pick an operator. Easy enough, right? Except that there are approximately 4,000 of these people. Every single one has different gadgets, different weapons, different abilities, different roles, different responsibilities, different favorite colors, probably. Which just makes it impossibly difficult to just choose one. My brother in Christ, I can't even pick out what to f***ing eat at a restaurant, and you expect me to pick between 6,000 operators? Look, I know what you're thinking. Well, just pick the coolest looking one, the most attractive looking one. Because that's what a normal human being would do. Just pick the most attractive, most absolutely stunning, scrumptious, beautiful looking. No, you shouldn't do that, okay? I would never do that. You would never catch me doing that. I would never in a million years pick an operator solely based on the fact that they're attractive. What do you think I am? Shallow? Oh, I don't know who to use. Lion? We'll go with lion. Anyway, this guy's a welder. This guy has bees. This lady has a grapple and apparently a death wish. This guy has a laser. This guy has a laser that destroys lasers. This guy has a laser that destroys a laser that destroys lasers. At this point, Ubisoft is just making shit up. Next season, they're gonna add an operator whose special ability is to be an influencer. Oh, wait.
Hey, boss. I just got another 1,000,000 hits.
Great. Another $12 of ad revenue.
Is that your natural hair color, Ash? The world would love to know.
Shut up, Ace.
Like, seriously, this game used to be about realism, and now we've got this guy with a Harry Potter cloak, this lady with healing Pokeballs, and don't even get me fucking started on Iana. I swear, she's got some level 999 wizardry shit going on under her sleeve.
I am cooking, I am the cooker. I am the chef, I cook, I am the cooker, I cook, yes.
She sticks her hand out and makes holograms of herself appear out of thin air. Now, if I were being open-minded...
Open mind.
Fine. She has some sort of drone that can replicate a realistic hologram. It's some advanced drone technology. Fine. I'll suspend my disbelief. But why? Why does the hologram have footsteps? Who programmed fake footsteps into this? What engineer woke up and thought, you know what this military drone needs? You know what this military gadget needs? Audio. Why? Why the f would an engineer put sound effects into that shit? You're telling me that as a state-of-the-art operator, she thought it was necessary to add hyper-integrated footsteps so that the enemy team can hear her? That doesn't make any sense. And how is she controlling that drone? At this point, just burn her at the stake. The drone is clearly just an excuse for her to display wizardry. Listen, I've owned this game for 20 years, and I'm telling you, she's not an operator. She's just a witch with a good PR team. I mean, look at her eyes. They glow. They glow! There's no way she's not a witch. Like this, it just doesn't make any sense. She's either a witch or she's definitely against her team. Both of which are condemnable by burning at the stake. Eventually, my friends convinced me to play ranked. Apparently, quick match is for babies, unranked is for cowards, and if you play controller... if you're a controller player, go ahead and hit that uninstall the game button for me. God forbid you play controller. God forbid you play controller. I have nothing against controller players, okay? In fact, I was a controller player for a very long time. I was able to get to silver. I can't quite remember the number because apparently there's like 1,000 numbers in each rank system, just playing controller in PC lobbies. So no, I have nothing against controller players. And the Rainbow Six Siege community apparently has everything against controller players. So if you're an unfortunate soul that happens to play with controller, you're gonna get shit on by every single one of your buddies. I swear to God, there will be no damn match where you die and they won't blame that on the controller alone.
I almost puked, but let me stay focused.
Now the rank system. Fortnite has bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, elite, and champion. Simple. Rainbow Six has copper 5, copper 4, copper 3, copper 2, copper 1, bronze 5, bronze 4, bronze 3, bronze 2, bronze 1, silver 5. Who the fuck designed this? Why do I need 40 promotions just to become slightly less unemployed? Everybody tells me that Rainbow Six has realistic audio. No, it doesn't. This game expects you to have the hearing of a f***ing bat. You know, normal people hear things like a car, a dog barking, their parents arguing. Siege players, they hear...
He's crouched walking on the second floor, east hallway, rotated 17 degrees towards archives.
How? Literally, how? I can't even hear my phone ringing on my desk while I'm editing. I can't hear my damn microwave even if I'm standing in the kitchen. This guy hears somebody slightly adjusting their left ass cheek 2 rooms over, and they'll be on comms like,
He's on your left. No, your other left. No, across the hall behind the vending machine. No, not that one, the other one.
what? Brother, am I legally deaf at this point? Then you'll be spectating them, and they'll be like,
Hold on, shut up, I heard him.
Heard what? The voices in your head? The static electricity coming off the attacker's kneecaps? What exactly are we hearing here? Because I don't think I'm getting the message. But when I think that I'm hearing some guy from the other side of the map, he is...
Hello there.
directly behind me. Of course he is. Now, I don't know if I should take this as a sign that I might need hearing aids. I might need hearing aids. So I guess what we can conclude from this is don't even think about letting out a silent one around a Rainbow Six Siege player. They're gonna hear it. They're gonna hear that shit. As a matter of fact, they heard the moment you thought about doing that. Nothing tests your mental strength like your teammates in ranked. Every game starts with positivity and enthusiasm. Every game starts with positivity and enthusiasm. You load up the game and you'll have some good ass teammates and they'll be like, good luck everyone, we got this. Sometimes too much enthusiasm.
Yes, daddy.
Huh?
3 rounds later, delete the game, uninstall. How did we get here? We were friends 10 minutes ago. Sometimes they send me to the kitchen.
What are you gonna teach me today, Mommy?
Today, sweetie, we're learning about arsenic.
Arsenic? What's arsenic?
You're so funny, sweetheart. Just go give this to your daddy.
Sometimes they decide my orientation. I mean, it's 2026 after all.
I guess we're all gay, I guess.
Happy Pride Month.
It's almost over anyway.
That's not how that worked. That's not how that worked. Sometimes both. Apparently, I thought I downloaded a Ubisoft shooter, when really I enrolled in freaking military boot camp. Siege players act like you're training for special forces. You ask a simple question, hey, where do I put this gadget? And suddenly you're getting a 45-minute lecture from Professor Rainbow Six in the flesh. And despite everything, despite the hackers, despite the spawn peaks, despite the audio, despite the crappy community, despite dying to angles that violate the Geneva Convention, I still play it. Because every once in a while, you clutch a 1v5 and you feel like the greatest human being to ever live. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna have a heart attack now. Rainbow Six Siege is terrible. It's awful. It's one of the worst experiences known to mankind. Yep. Great game. Wait! Hold on! This is important! If it wasn't obvious by now, this video is satire!
They were fake?
Of course they were fake!
Obviously, there's gonna be people that clicked in just to hit dislike because they saw the title.
I think I know more about
Rainbow
than you do.
And we cannot let them win.
That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
We're in the middle of a media literacy crisis, people. So please, y'all, please use that like button as a point and laugh button before they come bombard me with dislikes. I can already feel their bad vibes coming my way. Okay, thank you. Bye.